Welcome to P. Graham Dunn, creators of inspirational art, gift, and home decor. Located in the world's largest Amish and Mennonite community, P. Graham Dunn was established on the Christian principle to lift him up, John 12:32, in all we do. This principle was established from the very start as founders. Peter and Leanna Dunn reflect on the company origins.
We were a young married couple living in New York City as house parents in a home for street girls in Staten Island, actually. And in order to keep the girls out of trouble, we made them either go to school or have a job. And in order to keep them busy while they were at home, Peter came up with the idea of routing in wood. And so, yeah, he got wood and a router, and he would work with the girls in the basement, and they would route these little signs.
So we had them producing these items, then we'd take them down to the street fairs in New York City, and on the weekends we'd be selling it, and then during the week we would actually be making it. So we started a business model in the basement of this house that we were living in, not having any idea really that it was a business that we were starting to create.
I would say that our mission at that time really was to obey the Lord Jesus. And I think our goal then was the same as it is now. This opportunity was placed in our laps, and we prayed about it and thought, this would be something that we can do.
After the birth of their first child, Peter and Leanna decided to move back to her parents' farm in rural northeastern Ohio.
The early days of the business, we had a one-year-old daughter, Anna, and Leanna was the bookkeeper. Actually, she delivered the products as well to the stores. I did the design work, the production. I had a day job building silos, and then in the evening I would come back and work on these products, and on the weekend I would work on these products. We hired our neighbor girl, Carol Curie, who is still with us now, and just gradually stumbled along.
While the early days proved to be challenging, nonetheless, the business grew. From a small garage woodworking shop, Peter moved the business to the family farm in 1986. The 8th generation farm is a 90-acre property nestled in the rolling hills of Ohio's Amish country, overlooking the Sonnenberg Valley.
I grew up in the family farm, and I had to milk cows and work in the fields and gather eggs.
And one of the interesting things was the chicken house where she used to gather the eggs was the factory for many years where we grew the business. So instead of hatching eggs, we were producing products, and our children would come down there on a regular basis after school and on weekends to work in the same chicken house where she gathered eggs when she was a little girl.
Much of what has made P. Graham Dunn successful can be attributed to the community in which the business is located. The Sonnenberg Valley was founded by Mennonites fleeing religious persecution in 16th century Europe. This predominantly agricultural community is an example of how faith can be intertwined in every aspect of life. The rolling hills, bucolic farms, and the clip-clop of Amish buggies weave a rich cultural tapestry. It is this culture that embodies the very best in P. Graham Dunn. In 2008, the business began to expand rapidly, and Peter was faced with a difficult choice. He could reduce the financial risk to the business and expand on the family farm, or find a new home for P. Graham Dunn. After prayer and careful deliberation, Peter purchased a tract of land on Route 30 in Dalton, Ohio, building over 120,000 square feet of manufacturing space and a factory store. As a gift to generations to come, Peter placed the family farm on a conservation easement, putting a hold on future development and protecting the land for perpetuity. P. Graham Dunn's current facility offers visitors a wholly unique shopping experience. Guests enter a 2-story great room with one of Ohio's largest indoor murals and 8-foot-tall plaques adorning the walls. A winding grand staircase provides access to an 18,000 square foot factory store where the entire product line is available for purchase. Windows along each wall allow guests the opportunity to watch products being made in the shop below. Guided tours are often available upon request. The store features a personalized gift section where gifts are engraved on the spot. P. Graham Dunn's personalization product line invites our guests to be a part of the creative process. Our laser operators will help you design a personalized, one-of-a-kind gift engraved while you wait in mere minutes. The bargain hunter in the family can find a large assortment of discounted merchandise in our factory outlet. The outlet features one-of-a-kind prints, unfinished products, prototypes, factory seconds, discontinued products, and more. The design and layout of the store is ever-changing, and with special events offered year-round, every visit to P. Graham Dunn is like the first visit. When you tour the P. Graham Dunn factory, you won't see hand routers, but you will see a significant amount of handiwork involved. New product starts with our creative department. Ideas are brought to life on a computer screen before rendering into prototypes for final review. Approved product designs are then transferred to the production floor. The carving and lasering are all done on high-tech equipment run by computers. The machines that carve P. Graham Dunn's products are called CNC machines, or computer numerical control machines. The new product designs are converted into tool paths. From these files, the machines have the directions to read and carve the original design into the wood. The CNC machines are used to both mill and carve. Production begins with P. Graham Dunn's expansive stock of hardwood lumber. A large board is placed on the CNC machine and is milled into profiles. The profiles are placed on jigs, and then the CNC machine carves the designs into each piece with a diamond bit. The thinner the line on the design, the shallower the CNC's bit will carve into the wood. The wider the line on the design, the deeper the bit will cut. This versatility creates a very detailed three-dimensional product. After a piece is carved, it is sanded. Sanding removes any rough areas around the profile of the product. Our smaller products are often lasered instead of carved. P. Graham Dunn lasers products to achieve a very detailed design within a small area. Much like an inkjet printer, the laser machines make hundreds of passes over the wood, burning a small dot into the wood on each pass with the laser. The powerful laser is used to reproduce the designer's original designs versus a bit that carves a design on the CNC machine. After a product is lasered, it's wiped to remove the smoke residue. P. Graham Dunn engraves thousands of products on its laser machines, such as magnets, pocket knives, plaques, keychains, and pen sets. Next, the products go to the finishing department. In finishing, the products are stained and varnished. Finishing is a three-step process. The first step, the stain is applied. Once the stain is sprayed on, it is hand-rubbed into the wood and placed on boards to dry. The second step, the sealer is sprayed on to close the wood on the wood grain. Once the product has been sealed and dried, it is sanded. The third step is to create a smooth surface for top coating, and then it is blown off and top coated with a high-quality conversion varnish. Other products are painted or screen printed. Screen printing on wood is similar to the process of adding graphics to t-shirts. A design is applied to a fine mesh screen. The screen is laid over the wood, and a fine layer of paint is pulled across the screen. The result is a brilliant combination of design and color applied to a wide selection of products. P. Graham Dunn is also known for its board-mounted artwork. Blanks are milled, sanded, and transferred to finishing where the edges are painted. Next, a high-quality print is passed through a glue machine to apply the perfect amount of adhesion to the board. Some prints receive a protective, textured finish before moving down the line to the packaging department. In the packaging department, each product is looked over for the quality and the finishing touches are put on. The hands and battery components are assembled in the clocks, and easels are embedded into the back of various products. Picture frames get fitted with glass, and all products are carefully cleaned, tagged, and inspected before packaging. Each piece is then wrapped, stickered, boxed, and taken to the shipping department. The shipping department manages the flow of materials into the factory, and the orders are shipped out. Orders are collected in the office and taken to the shipping department, where each product is pulled and packaged, checking carefully for accuracy. They are then shipped out to customers and dealers domestically and around the world, including Canada, England, Australia, Japan, and Hong Kong. If the past is an indication of the future, P. Graham Dunn will face challenges both great and small. However, by listening to God, we are confident He will be with us every step of the way. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. plans to prosper you and to give you a future. Jeremiah 29:11.